Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of G-Bear's Homesteading the Desert. And here we are on the 19th of December, 2018. You're looking at all my indoor garden plant seeds and how well they're doing. And yeah, everything's coming up. Roses. The one that I planted here and I didn't know what it was, and I put the blank in there. It looks like it's going to be green onion. And I use a lot of green onions, and the green parts of them, I'll either make a onion dip out of that or feed them to the chickens. The chickens love them. My spinach and everything is all looking good here. And then I have something back there that I didn't mark that's coming up. And I'm not sure what it is, but we'll give it a little while longer to get a little taller, and then I'll be able to see what's in there. Some of this stuff, like the radishes and stuff, aren't getting enough sun, so we're going to have a few days here with some really nice weather, and I'll get those out into the sun and let them spend some time in the sun. I don't think we got any freezing temperatures, so they should be okay. My basil isn't popping up, and my lettuce isn't popping up, so I did stick some cilantro seeds in with the lettuce, and my cilantro is getting a little thin out there in the outside garden, so I wanted to make sure that I have some of that because I use it for almost everything. My oregano's doing fine out here, and my aloe vera plants, mama and the babies, are all doing well. So let's move on down to the garden house here and take a look, see at what I got going in there. I've got some water holding in my gray water area here, and that's from last night's shower. So there's a lot of water in there. The little soap area there is from I just did my breakfast dishes, and that water is holding pretty good, so this ground must be saturated right now. I might have to go a little deeper on there and put a larger tank in there because my overflow is going to leach. Anyway, here we go. Radishes out here are doing fine. They got the sun, so they like it a little bit better. And this is the beets, and there's a few of them popping up through there right now. And one thing I started doing was when I plant, I used to plant them with the paper and all, and it takes a while for them to break through the paper, and then you see how it lifts the paper right up through the soil because they're trying to get through it, and it takes a while for them to break through. So now I open up the pieces of paper towel, and I use my tweezers to pull the seedlings out, and then I plant them, and I can get a little better control with it. My kale is loving it. Of course, this is kale weather, so that's doing great. Here my carrots have sprouted up a little bit, and still nothing on the Walla Walla onions. The grass is doing great. Of course, that's for the chickens, so, and I've got some more of it coming up in this one, so that'll be good. And then in here I put some more cilantro, but I got some kind of a little cactus growing here in the middle, and it's got little spines and stuff on it. I'll let that go a little longer and see what it is. Might turn out to be a neat little cactus plant that I'll plant out here. All my trees are pretty much in dormancy right now. My jalapeno peppers, and again, that one tomato plant is actually flowering again. So that one's holding up through the winter. That's amazing, even though we've had some really cold temperatures. My holly oak lost all of its leaves. My sweet potatoes, I'm going to have to dig those out and see what I've got in there because the plants are dying off on the top, and that's usually a signal. I've got some more grass growing there in the holly oak. And then these two trees, they're not growing real fast right now because of the cold temperatures. But I got a carrot down in there that I got to check, and I got carrots there. I got one more onion left here. I've been eating those. And my rosemary plants are coming up there, so that's a good thing. I'll have some rosemary for barbecue this summer. We're supposed to have a pretty nice week. All the way into the weekend is going to cool off again. Here's my cilantro, and this tomato plant, I pruned it all the way back, and it's taken off again, so that's interesting. we'll see what happens with that. I'll probably let one of these cilantros go to seed so I can get some coriander off of it. My parsley. And that's an update on the gardens. One of the things that I did, and I have to fix, is I did turn on this barrel. It used to be full. It's empty now. I turned it on, and then I got distracted and walked away from here and left it on for 2 hours, and it just drained it right down. And my barrel over here that feeds those is empty again. So I don't know if it's evaporation or if I still have a leak or what, but everything looks moist in there, so I think it's just evaporation. I'll have to refill that up, and I might have to exchange that for a 55-gallon drum so that it lasts a little bit longer, or maybe 2 55s tied together at the bottom with a PVC line. Well, my pond is emptied and still moist in the bottom, but all the clay is dried up and cracked. And I was showing my neighbor that yesterday, and just got all the eggs out of there, so I'm doing fine. And this looked great last night when it was lit up, but I might wrap some colored plastic paper around the lights so it gives a little bit more of a look. And I'll get 2 more lights for the bottom there, and light that up a little bit more. And then I got to put my star on the top before Christmas. One of the other Christmas decorations I didn't show you was right there beside the door. I got my bear wreath hanging, and so I did put some Christmas decorations up. And on my rocks, I picked up a whole bunch more, and as I was going through them, I found some with some nice little color in them that I'm going to have to be scrutinizing a little bit better. And I got to get my rock crusher put together and start crushing some of this up and panning it out. And on some of the black sand, I panned out from the first dig. I did find a couple of little shavings in there and some flower gold. And I've got that sitting inside right now, so it's all locked up. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you that, but I actually spent the time panning that, and then it got dark out here, and I put it aside. So I did show it to my neighbor yesterday, and we took the little gold chunks that came in the pan with the black sand and put them on my anvil and hit them with a hammer, and they didn't explode like pyrite would. They just squashed down just like gold would. So there might be gold in them there hills. That's a pretty little interesting thing, but I did the math, and the amount of time I spent for the amount of color that I found. I spent 3 days diddling around with prospecting and picking up stuff and getting it panned out and everything, and I probably made about $10. So it doesn't really pan out as a very viable method of income. Other than that, I'm going to cut this one short and get to what all the things I've got to do today, and we'll get ready to shoot another video when all of that stuff is done. I got to go get my plywood for the roof there and get the roof on before the next rain, which is supposed to be coming sometime next week. G-Bear reminding you, if you like my videos, give me a thumbs up, like my videos down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and send it on to friends and family and co-workers and anybody else, to tell them, hey, check this out, this is pretty cool. The weather is going to start changing here and getting a little bit better, and I'm going to start getting a lot more work done. So you'll see all my projects in process here, including getting that pond dug out before next winter so I can catch a lot more water, and possibly getting a liner in there. I have a contact to possibly acquire some pond liner. It's a heavy vinyl that needs to be welded together. And if I get that and I get going on that, I'll let you all see that, and we'll have some fun. G-Bear signing off.